in a jungle bathed in the golden light of dawn, where every leaf and flower shimmered with life. A young lion named Leo woke with a dream in his heart. More than anything, he wanted to be a wise and kind leader for all the jungle animals. He'd practice his roar, not to be scary, but to be strong. And then he'd gently help a lost butterfly find its way. One day, he'd whisper to himself, "I'll lead with my heart." But this morning was different. A worried cry echoed through the trees. It was Ellie the elephant, standing by the water hole. "The water is gone," she trumpeted, her voice trembling. The great pool was nearly empty, just a muddy puddle where a sparkling river once flowed. Leo saw the fear in his friend's eyes and knew what he had to do. He gathered them close. "Don't worry," he said, his voice steady and calm. "We'll find out why together." And so, the team was formed. Leo knew that every friend had a special gift. Zuzu the zebra, with her swift legs, would scout the paths ahead. Coco the parrot, with her sharp eyes, would survey the jungle from the sky. Momo the monkey, nimble and curious, would investigate the ground for clues. And strong, gentle Ellie would carry their supplies. "We'll listen to every voice," Leo declared. No idea is too small. Their adventure had begun. They journeyed upstream, following the dry riverbed. It wasn't long before Momo called out, pointing with a tiny finger. "Look! Footprints and fallen branches." Zuzu noticed something else. "This log jam is new," she said, tapping a hoof against a pile of wood. High above, Coco circled. "I see a sparkle further upstream," she chirped. "Maybe a blocked stream?" Following Coco's call, the friends pressed on, their hope renewed. Their path was soon blocked by a wall of thick, tangled vines. It looked impossible to pass, but Ellie, ever so gently, used her trunk to part the thick leaves, creating a small opening. Leo saw his friends starting to rush. "Let's take our time," he reminded them. "True leaders know when to push forward and when to pause and catch your breath. Fast legs don't beat careful steps," Zuzu added with a wise nod. Finally, they found the source of the trouble. A huge dam made of tangled branches, stones, and mud blocked the river. It wasn't built by beavers, but had formed naturally after a big storm. The water was trapped behind it, creating a new pond where tiny frogs and little creatures had made their homes. Zuzu looked at the dam, then at the little homes. "If we clear it too fast," she said softly, "all their homes could wash away." Leo knew this was a moment for listening. He gathered everyone in a circle. "What should we do?" he asked. "Strong doesn't mean loud," Ellie murmured. "We could build small side channels to let the water out slowly." Coco flapped her wings. "I can fly ahead and signal the animals downstream, so they're ready." Momo chimed in. "Little hands can make big change. I can move the small rocks carefully." Leo listened to each idea, nodding and making sure everyone felt heard. "We'll test it a little at a time," he confirmed. With their plan in place, the team became a mini engineering crew. Ellie carefully repositioned the heaviest logs. Zuzu lined a gentle new channel with smooth stones. Momo tied vines to guide the water's flow. And Coco flew downstream, calling out rhythmically to alert everyone that the river was coming back. But suddenly, a small slide of rocks sent water surging forward too quickly. "Stop!" Leo called out. Everyone froze. They took a deep breath and regrouped. Courage isn't about just charging ahead, it is about caring enough to stop and make sure everyone is safe. They adjusted their plan, widening the side channel more gradually and placing pebbles in the stream to slow its flow. They even created tiny pools for the frogs. Soon, the sunlight glittered on a gentle trickle of water. Just then, Coco tilted her head. "Do you hear that?" A humming sound. They followed the sound to a cluster of crystal stones vibrating by the stream. The water, singing as it squeezed through the tight gaps, created a beautiful melody. "The river is singing," Coco cried with delight. Slowly but surely, the water flowed back down the mountain, filling the riverbed until it reached the water hole. A great cheer erupted from the waiting animals. The jungle plants seemed to perk up, and the world felt alive again. Leo looked at his friends, his heart full. "We did it," he said with a warm smile. "We did it because we did it together." That night, the jungle celebrated with a festival of joy. There were berry drums, dancing fireflies, and a feast of sweet fruits. Ellie gave the little ones rides through the splashing water, and Leo watched, his quiet smile showing a leader's true pride in his team. Because that's what leadership is really about: listening, caring, and guiding with courage. And as Leo learned, when we respect every voice, the river of kindness in all our hearts flows strong and clear. Thank you for watching with us today. If you loved our story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.